Taking you back to April 22nd of 2020, were you aware that there was a Sebastian City Council meeting scheduled for that?
I go to all those meetings, so it was on my calendar. If it was a monthly meeting, to show up.
So is your answer yes?
Yes.
You were intending to attend that
That's
meeting?
correct.
Okay. During that day, April 22nd, did you become aware that the meeting was canceled or postponed?
No, not until Ed Dodd pulled up in front of the place and said the meeting had been canceled. But this was like 2 minutes before 6, I believe. I was on the veranda, and I said, "No, the meeting's not canceled, Ed. There's people going into the. You need to come in here. This is a pandemic. Come on in." And he pulled over and he came in.
Just a second.
Sorry.
You said, "This is the pandemic, come on in." What do you mean by that, when you told him that?
If he said the meeting had been canceled, I said, "How can we cancel a meeting? We're in the middle of a pandemic here. Come on in. There's already people in there. How can you cancel the meeting?" I was puzzled because he said the meeting was canceled.
Okay.
Because there were already some council members in, and there were some people in there. And I was just waiting. I don't breathe too good, you guys, so I stay outside as long as I can to breathe. And I was outside on the veranda, and Ed pulled in with his car.
Okay. He told you it was canceled about 2 minutes till 6.
It's in there, give or take a couple minutes, yeah. What about time sometimes?
As you pulled in at 2 minutes to 6, who else was there?
No, I'd already been there. I probably got there. Oh, there was probably 8 or 9 people out there, maybe 10. There were some people in their cars also. My environmental friends were there. Buzz Herman, Graham Cox,
Okay.
my normal crew that we travel with.
Okay. Did you talk to that the meeting was canceled?
I didn't see Gilliams. I think he was inside.
Okay. How did you get inside?
There was a man holding the door. I think it was a friend of Mr. Dodd's.
Okay.
I don't know the man, but he was talking to Ed like he was friend over the police station.
Okay. Did you talk to Mr. Gilliams while you were, just before the meeting started?
No.
Okay. Did Mr. Gilliams make an announcement as to how many people he would allow in?
I know that they said that there was only going to be 10 in the building.
Who said that?
I don't know who that said that either. But I counted and we were in the numbers. I think we had 8.
Okay.
So I thought we were okay. I was grateful to be in.
Okay. Did Mr. Dodd say anything? Mr. Dodd didn't stay for the meeting, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was when his friend, I should wait for the questions. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I like to talk. I'm an old car guy, I talk. I've never been in a courtroom before. Not used to this. You didn't ask me what I did or who I am either. I was a juvenile corrections teacher for 18 years.
Can you wait just for the questions and then you give the answer?
Okay.
You can give a full answer. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Okay. Did you go into the meeting and have a council meeting?
Yeah, it looked like it was, yeah. Looked good. And Ed had gone out by then. Ed and the guy that was holding the door were running out as I was going in. And he said he was going to go get the police.
Okay.
Didn't know what that was about, but
All right. Let's talk about the meeting itself. Was Mr. Gilliams there?
yeah,
Mr. Motti?
Marty,
And at what point?
Pam was there.
Did she come a little later?
I thought we were all there on time, but maybe it was 6:02. I don't know. When I saw the door was gonna close, I ran in.
Okay. And how many people were on the inside, members of the public?
I think there were 5 of us,
Okay,
including me.
all right. Was Bob Bedea there?
Yeah, Bob was there.
Okay. Graham Cox?
Yes,
Diane Bolton?
yes.
Anyone else?
Her boyfriend was there. I don't know, was his name Andy maybe?
Okay. You knew all these people?
Yeah,
You're all on the same Sebastian Homeowners Association together?
no, we were environmentalists. We traveled with the Indian River Lagoon Council, and we've been to every possible Clean Water Act in the last 6 years together. We were trying to clean the Indian River up.
Okay. Did you use your cell phone to videotape the meeting?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
They asked me to. Somebody asked me to.
Was that Mr.
I
Gilliam?
think it was, yeah. Somebody did. Somebody asked if there were people with cell phones out there, please take this.
Okay. For the other people that were there, were they locked out?
What?
The people that were in the courtyard as you arrived?
I didn't see anybody trying to come in. I didn't see anybody knocking on the doors.
Right.
No, there were some people in cars, you know, and there might have been a couple other people. Wait a minute now, there was somebody outside. I think Buzz was outside. Buzz Herman was outside, and there were a couple other people roaming around out there.
Was the meeting open and available for anybody that wanted to come in?
And until the hour they closed the door, Dodd's friend shut the door, and then it was locked itself automatically.
Okay.
And I believe that either Marty or somebody said that we're on the right numbers to be in here, and if Mr. Dodd shows up, we're okay with that, I guess.
Okay.
So I didn't pay too much attention to that.
Were you part of the campaign to get Mr. Gilliams and Ms. Parris elected?
Yes, I was. The environmentalists in the town all got together because we voted we sat with.
Sir,
I'm sorry.
It's fine if we can kind of do a question and answer type of.
Okay, gotcha.
But you want to talk about the environment, right?
Well, I sat with Erin Brockovich for an afternoon, and,
Right.
and she said, the only way you can do this, people, is to vote them out. Vote free environmentalists in,
Okay.
and then you'll have some say in what's gonna happen to our lagoon.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a serious I've been chasing this for 6 years.
Let's not talk about the environment,
All
fair
right.
enough? But if I ask you about it, you can't, okay?
Gotcha.
You mentioned you're a car mechanic. Did you ever help Pam Parris with her car?
Advice, on the phone, I think.
Okay.
I think she had couldn't get a tire off one time or something.
Okay, is Mr. Gilliams a personal friend of yours?
He has been,
Yeah. You go to his bar, you drink at his bar?
yes.
Were you present when Mayor Dodd had a meeting on the Sunshine Law and addressed it at the council?
I was, 2 days worth, I believe.
2 days worth?
Yes, I think so.
Were Mr. Gilliams and Ms. Parris present for that as well?
Well, I asked my memory to pull that up. I think it was a pretty full room. I don't know, I didn't take attendance in my head there.
Okay.
I was really interested to learn.
Was anybody missing from the dais?
No, I don't think the dais was there. I think it was Ed's game.
The dais is the raised area?
Yeah, no, I think we were at a table.
Okay.
I think we were down off the dais.
Okay. Was Mr. Gilliams and Ms. Parris there?
Jeez, I'm drawing a blank on that, you know. I would assume so.
All right.
My memory's not real good.
Okay. If you would, let's take a look at the surveillance film, and you can kind of walk us through
Okay.
what you're seeing here. Do you recognize that as being the council chambers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the dolly there, but yeah.
Okay. That you'd agree that the dolly was there on Wednesday, April 22nd?
No, I can't recall that. I just said the dolly's strange.
Okay, so you see the time up there, 6 minutes and 7 seconds?
6 p.m.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 6 p.m., yeah, 6:07 p.m.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Let's play a little bit. Is that Mr. Gilliams? Is that Mr. Gilliams in the green shirt?
Looks at her.
Okay. Let's identify these people as they come in. Is that Mr. Mowdy?
Yeah. And you
Okay.
have a lip, huh?
Asking you.
Looks like Bob Bennett.
Okay.
We call him Dr. Bob.
Who's that?
Oh, who that? Is that Pam?
Asking you.
It's like,
The one in the white shirt
I
behind
think
him.
Diana Bolton, maybe? Yeah.
Okay. And the baseball hat there, adjusting his hat?
Coming in with me. Gray and I were outside together.
Okay. And what, is that you pulling the door shut?
Yeah.
Why did you pull the door shut?
There was nobody trying to come in.
Let's keep going. Look down in the left-hand corner and see where the green sign is? Those doors were locked.
I don't know. I didn't look at those.
Okay. How about this lady? Did she try to get in?
I didn't see her.
Let's see what happens. All right, were you protecting the air conditioning there? Is that why you didn't let her in?
I closed that door because I thought we wanted to keep it closed.
To protect the air conditioning or close the
In order to protect the air conditioning. No?
Is that the truth?
I think so, yeah. There was nobody beating on the door. If there was someone beating there, I would have let them in.
Well, let's see if we can pull that up. On the cell phone, we heard someone say, "Here comes the police."
That was me.
Yeah. Why did you do that? Why did you say that?
Because they were coming.
Well, the police are always at these meetings 100% of the time, correct?
Ahead of time, there's an officer in the back.
All right.
They were with Mr. Dodd.
Were you trying to warn Mr. Motti and Ms. Parris and Mr. Gilliams that the police were coming for an illegal meeting?
It wasn't illegal. I didn't know it was an illegal meeting. No, I told them the police were coming because they were coming. I looked out and they were walking across the street with Mr. Dodd, and I said, to be respectful to the dais, here come the police.
Okay,
Truthfully.
there were other people out there as well, right?
I didn't, Mr. Dodd and 2 policemen. That's all I saw. I saw them over here. They were coming across the street.
Well, you talked about another person outside that didn't come in. You know, he was out there.
Well, Buzz,
Buzz Herman.
yeah, Buzz was outside.
Okay, did you alert the dais, Miss Parris, Mr. Gilliams, and Mr. Motti that he was outside?
No.
What's the distinction between the police coming and somebody else being out there?
They were walking across the street with Mr. Dodd in a very sharp manner.
Okay, let's go back to what you said about people not being, people not knocking on the door. You see this lady?
Oh, yeah. Trying to get in.
That's at 6:07. You guys are inside, right?
I guess, yeah. Nobody else out there. Who was that?
Not one of your group, was it?
I don't think so. But we had a full house.
What do
Once
you
we
mean by
get in
that?
there, they said, we're at 8. We're supposed to only have 10 in here.
Okay. This lady was excluded, wasn't she?
I didn't not let her in. I didn't pay attention to her.
How about this guy? At 6:09.
I don't know who that is.
He couldn't get in.
Is that Mr. Dodd's friend? That was the guy that was holding the door, isn't it? That was the guy that was originally holding the door, I think. He walked out with Mr. Dodd, when Mr. Dodd were running out and, I think he's Dodd's friend. I don't know what his name is. I don't know that. But that is the guy that was holding the door.
Okay. During the meeting that you tape recorded or videotaped with your cell phone, there was no discussion or public input on any of the items presented, right?
Yeah, I don't believe there was.
Right. I mean, normally for items, they ask for public input. There's a public input time.
Yes.
Right. They just skip from issue to issue without asking for public input.
I guess.
Was it assumed that you, as your friends, would not have any input?
We always say something if something's wrong up there.
Right.
Sometimes they don't like it, but we always say it.
Okay. And that goes for everyone, not just your group, right?
Yes. Well, sometimes we speak too much. I've been thrown out a couple times.
The next day, did you attend a press conference that Mr. Gilliams held?
Outside the city hall?
Yes.
I did.
You heard the press asking Mr. Gilliams for a copy of the video, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know that. There was a pretty wild time out there. People were yelling. People were telling them to put us in jail. It was a crazy thing. I actually was in the parking lot when I saw it. We had some sort of a mass crowd. My police experience said, go there and just stand, because I saw they were screaming at Gilliams. So I just went to standing back at Gilliams because, you know, he's a friend, and the crowd was very unruly.
Right.
So I went in the back of him and stood there.
Okay. And you had with you your cell phone that had the video on it, right?
Yes,
Right.
I assume.
Right. You saw the investigator there, Ed Aarons?
Yeah, he was there, I think. Somebody was there, yeah. Did he have his buddy with him? There were two of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The investigators and the reporters were looking for this video.
Oh, they didn't ask me that.
Well, they asked Mr. Gilliams.
Oh, but I didn't. I told you there's a lot of noise. They didn't ask me for it.
Did they ask Mr. Gilliams?
I don't know.
Okay.
It was very noisy. It was very disturbing. Andrea Coy kept yelling, "Put him in jail! Put him in jail!" It was nuts.
Okay, let's wait till there's a question. You were aware that the city manager was fired or removed during the meeting the night before, right?
I was.
Right. Did Mr. Gilliams offer you a position within the city council?
No.
Not the city manager job?
No.
I don't have any further questions.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't get your name. Who are you?
I'm Lev Evans. I'm one of the prosecutors.
Seems like we should know each other, but
I coordinated your flight down. Is that what you're talking about?
yeah, I hear you on the phone all the time.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Hope I gave you everything you needed.
Mr. Eisenstein?
Mr. Stevens,
Yes,
I'm Philip Reisenstein. You know Pam Parris?
yes, I do.
I represent her.
Okay.
You say that you're You're from New Hampshire?
Yes, I grew up in Boston, but 38 years in New Hampshire.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
All right.
No, I don't think I have. Well,
Now you can say you were cross-examined.
okay. I wasn't a court system. I was a,
Well, I do have, I promise, not too many. Jeff Garland, and I represent Damien Gilliams.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. We've never met before, have we?
I haven't even talked with you.
No? Okay. We just saw this video on the outside. Do you remember seeing that video?
Yes.
And it showed no more than 2 people on the outside. Would you agree?
I didn't pay attention outside once I get in, but there were some people in cars.
But in terms of the video that they just showed,
Walked away, huh?
okay.
Yeah. I don't even know where Buzz was then.
Now, the suggestion is, we heard you talk about the door was closed because of AC.
Yeah.
But after that, you were asked to take a video of
Yes.
what was going on with your
I
phone.
think we all were.
Okay, so in the video or focused on who might be at the door?
No, the video.
Okay, so when we look at the times when the lady came to the door, times that the meeting was taking place inside, wouldn't we conclude that you were taking the video at that particular time?
Trying to get my phone to do the right thing.
So if she'd been there on time, the door would have been open to her, right?
Ed Dodd's friend was holding the door open.
Okay.
That's how I did it.
Now, let me just ask you generally, if someone is recording a meeting with a cell phone, does that sound?
No.
If someone's having a meeting at the time scheduled, the place scheduled, the date scheduled, does that sound like a secret meeting to you?
It looked all the way.
Thank you, sir. No other questions.
Mr. Evans?
Yes, just on what you said there, let's that time to see if you were videotaping or where you were when that lady was trying to get
Okay.
in. Let's see if we can't narrow this down a little bit. Here comes the lady with the blue,
Yeah.
right? $607.49. Let's see what happens as she comes up. $751. She's on the outside. You're on the inside watching, right?
What's that?
Okay. We can get this from the outside angle. 607.46. Wouldn't you agree that's her trying to get in while you're on the inside?
Looks to me, huh? I didn't
Asking
know
you.
that when I was in there. She didn't yell at us.
She's pulling on the door at 607.51. The same
Right.
time you're on the other side of the door looking out at her. You're 18, you're 2 feet apart, right? She's a foot away and you're a foot away from the door.
Well, I was at this door. She went to she's down the other door now.
The doors had a sign on it that said closed, didn't it?
I don't know.
Did you take a picture of the doors?
No. I didn't know I was gonna be taking pictures until I get in there. I think some of you, the meeting was starting. And I turned around and went into pay attention to the meeting.
You did not take a picture of the doors?
I don't believe so. You've got the dates, right?
I don't have any more questions.
Nothing further.